Is there any issue?
Yeah, yeah. Just give us. We'll we'll restart. There was some issue. Whether you're at the beginning of your fertility journey, in the midst of various treatments, or considering alternative options, we understand the journey to parenthood can be filled with ups and downs. The mental well being plays a crucial role in the journey to parenthood, be it in the phase of fertility treatments, preconception, prenatal, and postnatal phases. This session is designed to be a safe space where we delve into multiple aspects of mental well being during this transformative time. I'm your host, Shravanti, working towards creating awareness towards reproductive health and fertility issues. I'm thrilled to be here with you today. Welcome you all to Candid Conversations with your K360 partner on the topic how mental health affects fertility and pregnancy journey. And now I'm delighted to welcome our K360 partner, Riddhi Shah. Riddhi Shah is a counseling psychologist. She brings in a wealth of knowledge, experience to the topic under discussion. She has been working in the mental health space since I think for more than 5 years. She's currently working at one of the renowned fertility clinics in Mumbai. She has diverse experiences in counseling with special focus on providing support to individuals going through their IVF journey. She has helped many individuals and couples on their fertility journey. Let's connect with her to explore the connection between the mental health and its long lasting effects on the journey to parenthood and beyond. So, without further ado, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Riddhi Shah. Welcome, Riddhi, to the webinar.
Thank you very much for introducing me so well. Thank you.
Yeah, so Riddhi, we and our viewers have got many queries in understanding the mental well-being space and how it will have impact on the journey towards parenthood. uh, Viewers who did not put in your queries yet, do not forget to put your queries in the comment section. uh, Riddhi would help us in addressing those issues. Riddhi, our first question is, why is talking about mental health important, especially for those who are in this journey of preconception, fertility treatments, or prenatal phases?
Absolutely. See, talking about mental health is very important, otherwise, also. So, while you're making this big decision of becoming a parent, you are choosing this new journey for yourself. It is absolutely very important that you evaluate yourself where do you stand mentally. And so while you are doing this, like whenever you go for evaluation of your mental health, whether you will go to a professional like a psychologist or psychiatrist. So when you are actually seeking that, you will get a lot of clarity as to most of your answers that are most of your questions wherein that causes you a lot of stress and anxiety would be answered. So there'll be clarity among whatever you're thinking, the thoughts that are there. There'll be a lot of clarity when you are thinking to go for mental health, firstly. And another thing is that it's not just you that you are going to affect when you are in the stage of becoming a parent, or if you have already become a parent, it will also affect your baby. Whatever you are going through will somehow affect your baby as well. So it is very important that you see to it that your mental health is in place. was feeling stable. If not stable, at least I would say that, somewhere better than he or she would be previously there. So that is one of the aspect. And other than that, when you're going to a professional, they will also help you to build a lot of coping skills as to, especially when you're becoming parent, there are a lot of societal pressures. There are a lot of stigmas. There are a lot of labels that are attached, and not just who are becoming who are becoming simply a parent, but especially those who are seeking the IVF journey or fertility treatments. They have to go through this a lot. So going to a professional will help you how to develop those coping skills, how to tackle those kind of pressure, and how to adapt to that constant change that is occurring during their job. I hope it answers your question.
Yes, yes. So that brings me to, what are the common mental health concerns that a woman goes through in the pregnancy phase?
Okay. Commonly when we go to see, there is like by the research, it is stated that there is a lot of depression and anxiety seen among the pregnant women. Okay, and other than that, a common issue that could be faced by them is that many women are expected to feel happy, are expected to feel joy during the pregnancy, but it's not necessary that they will feel so, because and that is also okay. There could be a mixed feeling, there could be a negative feeling about their pregnancy. There could be some reason, of course, behind it, but then it's completely all right, which can be explored as to, by seeking help, that why is it like that and how to go ahead further with that. So but most importantly, it is very necessary to accept the completely and guilt free that it's okay if you're not completely excited about the journey, if you don't feel constantly happy about the pregnancy, which is okay. And apart from that, many environmental things also affect women when she's going through a pregnancy. So it is very important to, have a proper environment. It is very important to evaluate her relationships that she's surrounded with. And it is very important to seek for support at the same time, because there are lots of changes that are happening constantly. So, and it is very difficult for all the human beings to adapt with the change that is constantly happening, isn't it? We all become comforted in the surrounding that we have, and this is a constant change. Pregnancy is a constant change that is happening every day. It's not even months; it's every day. Today you're feeling something else. Maybe by evening you will feel something else. So there's a constant change in the emotions, in the role, in the relationships, also for that matter, and physical health also. So all this change, she will take some time to adapt with it, which is okay. And a lot of anxiety is also seen, and worry is also seen as to whether she'll be a good mother. These kind of questions do come up for women, whether I'll be a good mother or not, whether we will be a good parent or not. So these things are very frequently seen among the pregnancy, during the pregnancy.
Okay. So, and then what would be the mental issues or mental health concerns in the pre-conception phase, when an individual is going through the fertility treatments, that anxiety is further builded up, right? So, what are the major concerns one individual face?
Correct. During the pre-conception phase, right?
Pre-conception, mainly when an individual is
Okay.
going through the fertility issues or fertility treatments.
Yes. During that time, it is very difficult for them as to, they might have had maybe some failure or trial and error of the fertility treatment that they are going through. So at that point, they're very emotionally exhausted any which ways. So that could be one thing. And at that time, they would be constantly worried and there would be constant anxiety between both the partners as to, what next and will we be successful. There'll be fear of failure as to we don't want to fail again because this is, see, IVF treatments are not just, not IVF treatments only, but for that matter, fertility treatment in a whole. They are not just emotionally draining, but they're financially draining as well, for the matter of fact. So, financial drain plus emotional drain plus physical, for women's at least. So, all these, you see, some were going to affect them mentally on a large level. And they might feel that sadness, constant sadness. They might go through that constant fear, worry. They might not be able to sleep, like a proper undisturbed sleep, a healthy sleep. So these can be some common things that we can see among the couple.
Mhm. Okay. So, what would be some of the coping mechanisms an individual can adopt to solve this issue?
See, for coping mechanisms, they are very general, and it's also subjective at the same time. They're general plus subjective. So for every person, it works differently. But then, generally speaking, some coping mechanism would be maintaining a healthy lifestyle. See to it that you're eating properly. See to it that you're sleeping 8 hours of sleep. That's very important to maintain that. So that's one. Another is take care of yourself. That's very important. Like self care is very important, and not just physically. What we talked about is physically, food and sleep. But apart from that, also develop some hobbies as to whatever you like doing. Give some time to yourself. Find that me time for your own self. Then, apart from that, you can also develop some another uh, or develop a routine for yourself. So, developing and maintaining that routine is also very important so that you don't feel unproductive throughout. Feeling productive at these times is very important because there's constant stress, there's constant anxiety, and at the same time, you also need to relax. So, find that me time, find that relaxing time, whatever helps you relax. It can be 15 minutes of music, it can be 15 minutes of walk, it can be, but just find that me time for yourself wherein you are just relaxing yourself and not doing anything. Okay. And apart from that, I think seeking help, professional help, is very, very important. We should consider this seriously. If you feel that you are going through something that really, maybe more than 2 or 3 weeks, whenever you feel that you're constantly feeling sad, worried, you must seek help.
Okay. So, any specific tips, Riddhi, for a working woman who is undergoing this gamut of treatments, constant visit to the doctors, like how one can cope with the work and these additional treatments?
See, so for working women, it becomes very difficult, because they have to manage work ineffectively and also have to manage the appointments that they have with the doctor. So it is difficult, yes, indeed. But they can firstly ask for support. It's no shame in asking for support. If you are going through something life changing, so ask for support that you need. Ask for support from your family. Ask for support from your uh, workspace as well. Why not? There are many workspace which allow you a lot of things. So they become very lenient. So you can ask for that support. Apart from that, I would say they should focus more on how to relax themselves, apart from becoming more productive and more stressing. And I would say also to them, I've also experienced a lot of women do avoid feelings, especially working women. They avoid those feelings and then they keep digging themselves in the work. They have to, they don't want to address whatever they're feeling during the treatment, because during the treatment there is going to be lots of ups and downs, and there are lots of going to be there are also going to be lots of emotional changes, of course. So they don't want to address those things, which I would will completely not recommend. Address those feelings. Don't hide yourself under your work pressure, I would say. Address those feelings. Seek help if you need. Ask for the support from your family and from your friends and from workplace as well. Apart from that, find time for yourself to relax. That's very important.
Yes, seeking help is critical. So, I mean, what are some of the sources to seek this help? And as you are associated with Care 360, how Care 360 is helping individuals in general in fertility space and mental well-being?
See, as I'm associated with Care 360, Care 360 is giving, as the name states, it's giving the entire package of mental health plus your physical health plus the consultations that you need with your doctor. It's giving 360 care to you. Okay, as the name suggests. So yes, you can completely seek help at any point, at any stage of your pregnancy, pre-pregnancy, post-pregnancy, for that matter as well. At any stage you need any kind of help or counseling or any consultation, Care 360 is the go-to platform where you can seek all the help.
Okay, understood. So, viewers, if you're feeling overwhelmed, isolated, or simply seeking guidance on how to navigate through this complexities of fertility journey, I think right place to go to is Care 360. They have complete experts from gynecologists to mental well-being coach like Riddhi. Um, so you're not alone here. K360 community is supportive and ready to help you with this journey. Coming to my next question, Reddy, I mean, how does it benefit in preparing in terms of mental well-being for the fertility treatments, and how would it reduce the risk of complications in one's journey of fertility or the pregnancy?
Okay, so preparing is very, very important. It is like at any other stage, you do a lot of preparations. Like if you're getting married, you do a lot of preparation before the marriage. If you're giving any exam, you do a lot of preparation before the exams. So same for pregnancy as well. I believe if you are planning to become a parent, there should be a preparation as to financially, physically, and socially. So physically, you have to see to it that you're healthy enough to bear a child, and other things which doctor can of course tell you in detail. But socially also, you have to see that you have enough support while you're going through this change, a constant change that is happening. Emotionally also, you have to see that there is you build that support system. You have that emotional stability to go through that entire change that is happening. See, so it in all aspects of life, it is very important that you prepare for the pregnancy that you're planning, the parenthood that you're planning for. So pregnancy for some people, yes, it just happens. But if you accept to go ahead with it, at the same time, you can start preparing and take the lessons as well, I believe. So, I think I lost the point. But yeah, preparation is very important. See, it reduces your anxiety because if you have enough knowledge on something, it reduces your stress and anxiety automatically. A student will feel more anxious when it's not well prepared.
Right.
But if you're well prepared, you will feel less anxious. And at the same time, see, when you're the anxiety is low, at the same time, the stress is low, it becomes the risk automatically is reduced for your mental health problems that you can face ahead.
Okay.
So that is why it is very important to prepare yourself before you go for pregnancy.
Understood. So, Riddhi, what are the common questions you would come across in your counseling sessions? Like, what are the key questions a couple or individual comes to you, like in exploring this well-being space?
Commonly, I do get questions like, see, we're talking about fertility treatments. If they have to, okay, I'll come to this point in at the last. But commonly, I have questions like whether I'll be a good parent or not. They are themselves are doubting themselves. So that is there. Apart from that, are we completely prepared or not? Because they are always see all the parents. They are always in doubt as to whether we are going to be good enough or not. But at the same time, they are doing well enough. It's not that they are not, but it's like you're always anxious also, but you're prepared also. That is what I get commonly addressed with. Apart from that, when you're going under through fertility treatment, uh, when they have to choose, wherein especially with donor egg, they're not comfortable. Patients are not really comfortable with donor egg. So the child is not going to be mine. However, they are going to bear the child. However, they are going to bear the pregnancy, but still they have this doubt. The child is not going to be look alike. Child is not going to be mine. They have these common queries.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, this is it, I think. These are the common things that I get addressed with. And apart from that, it is very subjective when they are undergoing through any mental illness. It becomes very subjective. Especially, I see a lot of anxiety among the patients. Lot of anxiety.
Okay. Okay. Where does this anxiety stem from? I mean, when an individual is going through a lot of mental issues like concerns, like where does that root cause of this entire concern?
See, as I stated earlier, but before that, sometimes it's just the nature of the human. It's a trait thing that occurs to them. Their behavior, their nature is like that, that they have to worry about everything. One is that apart from that, when there is a lack of knowledge, a lot of anxiety comes in because you don't know what is going to be. There's a lot of uncertainty as well during the fertility treatment. So that uncertainty and plus lack of knowledge that is there to the patient, that causes a lot of anxiety among them because they don't know about what medicines they are consuming. Sometimes they are very doubtful about what medicines I'm consuming. They are very doubtful about what another procedure that they are undergoing through. They don't know. So I think a lot of awareness and knowledge is required for fertility patients so that they are at ease. So it's very important for a patient to be at ease while going through the fertility treatment. So I think a lot of awareness is required for the same.
Mhm, mhm. Any specific commonly held myths by your patients, or um, commonly held myths around this topic? Yeah.
See, I will come. As I'm a mental health specialist, I am going to talk about that. Uh, a lot of myths that come across to me about mental health while, especially while they are undergoing through fertility treatment. What good mental health specialist or a counselor is going to do to me? My concern is fertility treatment. Why should I go to counselor? That's not required. I'm not crazy. I should not go to a counselor. This is what I have heard. Apart from that, I don't think that I don't have enough time for going to a mental health professional. I don't need it. So these are very commonly, I'm perfectly okay. I am not mentally ill. These are some common that I've come across. These are very common myths. So, counseling, I would say to them that see, counseling is not just about people who are mentally ill. And if you're going through something, then only you have to come and talk about your emotional experiences. Counseling is also building your safe space to talk about. Counseling is also about how to adapt those changes that is happening constantly, how to adjust with those changes that has been happening to you during the fertility treatment, and how to bring out the best potential possible that is there inside you during the treatment, how to give your best physically, emotionally as well. So that is what is counseling is about. It's not just that you're mentally ill, you're depressed, you have to go to a counselor. You have a lot of anxiety, you have to go to a counselor. It's not just that. It's way more than that.
Okay. Okay. So you recommend every individual who are undergoing not necessarily the fertility treatments, but pre-conception phase also to go and talk to a mental well-being counselor.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Because see, as I right now stated, a lot of people also have this notion that I will have baby and everything will be resolved for me. So, and there are lots of pre-notioned thoughts like this that they have hold it in their system. So, and also, as I initially said, that to evaluate yourself emotionally, it's important to see where you stand, to see whether you are prepared enough or not, to see that both the partners are completely ready for the pregnancy that you're planning for. But all these things for you to understand, I think counseling is the best place.
Okay, okay. So, if an individual did not seek counseling or support in the initial phases, are there any indicators that will alert the individual that now it's the time to seek help or talk to someone, like get some counseling?
Yes, see, especially this is common for everyone. It's not just the fertility patient or pregnancy patient. This is common for everyone. If you have been observing any changes in your appetite, at least from 2 to 3 weeks, that it has tremendously increased or it has tremendously decreased. So then, yes, you need to see you need to seek help. Apart from that, if you have observed any sleep, like sleep disturbances, and if you're not able to sleep, or if you've been sleeping way too much, more than 12, 13, 14 hours a day, so then I think yes. Uh, and these all things should go for at least like 2 to 3 weeks. If you've been observing these things, you should seek help. Then, if there are constant changes in your mood, sometimes you're feeling very upset, sometimes you're feeling sad, sometimes you're feeling very happy. Happy is still okay, but if this is going like this emotional cycle is going on and on for you, that you also don't understand what is happening to me, if this goes on for a longer period of time, then yes, you need to seek help, especially when you're feeling sad, anger, and irritation for more than 2 to 3 weeks. And apart from that, if there are constant thoughts, worry, and if you've been overthinking about something, if you've not been able to sleep, so all these things, yes. And for fertility patient or for pregnancy, post-free anywhere, for them, if they see that they do not have any social support, and they can't find one also, then yes, to find that social support, they can absolutely seek professional help. Because see, emotional support and social support at this point is very important when you're going through such a major change. So yes, at this point, then they can seek help.
Right. Uh, when coming to support, what role does the partner or the family have in this journey? How can they help an individual?
Yes, a family and a partner has a lot of role to play, of course. See, so as I also said earlier, ask for support. Don't pre-assume things that you're going to trouble your family members by asking these kind of support, or you're going to sound very silly. Don't pre-assume these things, I would say. Just speak up what you need. It's simple. It's not that difficult. So ask for the support that you need from your family members, from your partner as well. It's not that difficult. Apart from that, with your partner, see to it that you maintain and develop a healthy pattern for yourself, like a healthy pattern of communication between the two of you. So also strategize how the other partner is going to respond when the other partner is feeling sad or low. Try and understand each other expectations. Try to fulfill the expectations as well, but at the same time, don't feel guilty about that. You're not able to do anything. Especially with fertility patients, I see there's a lot of guilt attached to it. That this is one simple thing that we are expected of, and we are not able to do this. Women's, yes, especially. So don't attach yourself with that guilt. It's okay. It's not in your control. You need to understand that. You are giving everything that is possible from your end. You are doing your best. So don't carry forward with that guilt. And at this time, support each other. Become support system for one another. And make sure you're having these conversations within the family, but also at the same time make sure that you're not just talking about these fertility treatments you're going through, or the pregnancy or the baby. Make sure you're also talking about other things. Don't just surround yourself with limited conversations. Make sure you talk about different things. um, in short, that try to make sure that your life earlier how it was, uh, may more than one thing. Make sure that your life is still like that. It is more than that one thing, because the more pressure we put onto one thing, it becomes the expectation rises for everyone, for that matter, for the person himself, herself, and from the family members also. The expectation rises to some another level, and then it becomes difficult going further. So it's better to, keep moving from like a normal conversation that you're having in the family. And lastly, I would say that you see to it that you're working as a team with your family members, with your partners. See to it that you're working as a team and talk about everything that you need. See to it that you're maintaining healthy environment for yourself also, because self-care is very important during these times. If you and your partner is not in a physical and a mental state where you can take care of yourself, it is going to become very difficult to take care of one another and the baby also. So, firstly, see to it that you take care of yourself, and then see that you are taking care of everyone around you.
Uh, any quick tips on do's and don'ts of one an individual can do, especially in connection to the mental well-being in the preconception or pregnancy phase?
Sure. See, in connection to mental health, I would say, um, see, these are general tips. They are, but still, they are in connect to our mental health. Firstly, maintain your healthy lifestyle, exercise, sleep properly, 8 for 8 hours, eat healthy food, nutritious food. Try to avoid junk. Surround yourself with nature. Nature helps in healing the best. It really works like wonders. So surround yourself with nature. See, it's very simple. Like if you're going for a walk, make sure you're going for a walk on a beach, or it's not possible for everyone. So make sure you're going on a walk in a garden, so that you can see that those plants, those greenery. That's it. So somehow try and connect with nature on everyday basis. Apart from that, see, information is very important. So true information of what you are going under through is very crucial. So educate yourself for that. And this is very, very important. I have heard this from a lot of patients. Like within the family, everything is okay, but then there is a lot of societal pressure, especially for fertility patients. I'm talking about. So for a lot of fertility patients had come to me and they are like, I don't like going to any social events, or I don't like going to any party. Why? Because they constantly keep asking about when are you having a baby. So at this point, you need to understand how to maintain those healthy boundaries, how to set those boundaries with those invasive and nosy people around you. Because it's their job, those relatives are going to ask those things because that is not under your control, right? So it's on to you how you're going to set a boundary and what kind of information you want to share with them. Because not everyone is going to take this information in a manner that that will not emotionally affect you. So this is a very sensitive thing, है ना? So it's very important for you to filter what to share and what not to share. And for that matter, even with the family members, sometimes certain things, a lot of patients do choose to keep it among the partners only. So, and I completely support that because it's onto them. It should not cause any emotional strain. So, yes, I believe these are some do's, and for don'ts, I would say do not by any chance neglect your mental health. It is very, very crucial and it is very, very important. Because see, if your mental health is not stable, if you are stressed, if you have anxiety, if you feel depressed, that is going to affect your treatment. Because all these mental health issues have psychosomatic symptoms as well, and it will hinder somewhere in your conception also. And it's all proven studies. I am not making this up for myself. So do not neglect if you really want to have healthy pregnancy. Do not neglect your mental health. And I would say caffeine intake and alcohol, drugs, of course. We do not suggest this in any which ways, but especially during the pregnancy, it's a big no. I think doctors also, they also say the same. And also try that you are not very negative during this frequent stages. And if you feel that there is constant negativity, again you can seek for help. There is a lot of help out there. You can seek for help. So be mindful of what you're thinking and what you're eating and when you're sleeping, what you're surrounded with, all of these things.
Okay, thank you. Uh, I think this was the last question we have for you. Uh, so before we wrap up on today's discussion, I want to extend my heartfelt thank you to you, Riddhi, K360 partner, for sharing your valuable
Thank you very
insights
much.
and information with us. Uh, your perspective have truly enriched our discussion on this aspect, how mental health affects fertility and pregnancy. My two key takeaways from this discussion are, um, as an individual, take self care, uh, have more avenues or hobbies. Don't only focus on the fertility only, and have conversations whenever you're feeling low, or whenever you are having emotions with your partner or a very closed family, closed ones, right? And also, if needed, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Thank you once again, Riddhi, for being part of this webinar. Um, yeah,
I'm honored to be here. Thank you very much.
thank you. Um, Viewers, that's all for today's episode. We hope you find it very informative and inspiring. If you have any questions or feedback to us, don't hesitate to reach out to us at Care360. Social media handles are given in the pinned comment. We are here to support your fertility journey. And lastly, remember, you're not alone in this journey. Together, we can navigate this path with strength, resilience, and hope. Until next time, please take care of yourself and be well. Thank you.